equestrians, it's Claire here, and today I'm taking you guys along with me to a schooling day. It's basically an off-property one-day horse trial, but it's just for practice, just for schooling. So we are giving our first shot at novice, so I'm very excited, but right now we're just loading the horses up. I'm taking my horse Oakley, and my little sister, aka riding student, is taking her horse Jackson, and we're also hauling a horse for a friend of ours. So right now we're basically just loading all the horses up and driving to go pick up our friend and then heading there. So let's get started. So now I am getting us ready for our dressage test. We are writing the novice test B, and now I'm just getting my hair out, getting it ready to put it up in a hairnet and put on my new helmet. It is from Tipperary Equestrian, and it's the Caledon helmet. It is so gorgeous, and I love the sparkles, and it just looks so beautiful and classy, but it's also super comfortable, I have to say that. So like I was saying earlier, this is our first time riding a novice test, so I'm super excited to see how it goes. He's slowly starting to get more and more comfortable in the dressage show ring, so slowly starting to get better remarks and just continuing to work on things with our dressage and slowly keep getting better and better. He's such a good boy, and he's really learning how to be fancy now. So we're just going to do a super duper quick warm-up and then go right into the show ring and get started. So our first movement was coming down center line, and we've been really working on, more me, trying to get more forward motion from him, get him driving a bit more with his hind end, get that really nice overreaching step, because I tend to ride a little bit like a chicken and go a little slow to try to make things more accurate and more correct. But this circle here was one of our best remarks. And then here at A, we have walking for 4 to 6 steps. Transition wasn't the prettiest, but could be worse. And then we're coming across our diagonal here from K to B, and then picking up our canter in this corner. And since this was a schooling show, afterwards the judge came out and had a little chat with everyone. And he said his biggest thing about my test and the quickest thing to fix would be our canter departures. He wanted a little bit more jump into that canter instead of just kind of slipping and sliding into that canter. But this downward transition here was really decent for him. That's one of our biggest things we've been struggling with, is his falling and hanging on me coming out of the canter and just literally throwing up into that trot. So I was really happy with how that went. And we have a nice little trot circle here again. Nothing too crazy. It's still fairly simple at the novice level, thankfully. And then coming across our diagonal here again from H to B. A little bit unbalanced in that corner, but nothing terrible. It's really hard to get my big guy balanced and turning tight. But again, right there, we could have used quite a bit more jump into that canter and just really engaging his hind end a little bit more. Now that he's starting to get the basics of dressage down, just kind of starting to show him off a little bit better and really getting him using his body some more. And then again, I'm pretty proud of this downward transition. Again, it's not perfect, but it's getting so much better. And that's all I could ever ask for in dressage or anything with horses, is just improvement. And he's gotten so much better at having a nice march in his free walk, but for some reason today he did not want to stretch down like he normally does. So not terrible, but it's also been better. And then finishing up, we're going to come down our center line at a walk and then pick up our trot here at D. He was kind of anticipating the halt, but nothing terrible. We were just kind of crawling. And a decent halt for him. Not terrible again. Not perfectly square, but so much better. I'm so proud of him. We ended up scoring a 31.1 on this dressage test. So yay, good boy Oakley. And now I'm just going to untack him, give him lots of pets and lots of treats, and then just kind of let him graze and hang out while my sister gets ready and does her dressage test next. Now I'm tacking up and getting ready for cross country and show jumping with my brand new girth from Magic a Keep. I'm also using their cross country boots, putting them on Oakley now. Magic a Keep is and has been and will always be my go-to. They have the most amazing things. I love their cross country boots. I have so many pairs, and keeping your horse's legs safe is the number one most important thing. Second most important thing would be my safety. So now I'm getting on my Tipperary Eventer Pro vest, and we're all ready. Look how beautiful he looks. And I'm just waiting for my sister to get ready as well. But now I'm going to hop on and just do a quick little warm up. And our show jumping has not been the greatest lately. I have just been really losing my eye lately. And it really just confused with him striding wise, like the ad step versus pushing him, and he just kind of loses his shape over the jump and his technique when I have him a little bit more forward, and he just kind of gets strung out. So that's something we're working on. I know I shouldn't really be having to lift and sit him up to every fence, so we're working on it, but he's still just the best boy and leaves all the rails up and just saves my butt when I absolutely bury him to everything. Like I said, we're working on it. I'm trying my best, and then here we do a little trot into a 2-stride and he just crushes it. Like, what a good boy. And next was cross country, and we just lightly schooled over some novice jumps. He, again, was the best, super, super good boy, and couldn't be happier. This coffin here was tricky for him. He really struggles with the different terrain, and so obviously it was down the hill to the ditch, up the hill, and then it flattened out to that corner. And then this is another downhill fence, and he's getting better. He's figuring out his feet and his legs. And then I tried an up bank out of the water for the first time. And again, he just crushed it. I rode like crap because I thought I was going to die. And he took care of me. So absolutely so happy with him. It was a great schooling weekend. And I couldn't be more proud of my Oakley. So now I'm just going to untack, give him lots of good boy treats and good boy pets and all of those things. Next up is a real one-day horse trial competition at the novice level, and I feel like we are definitely ready and prepared for it, and hopefully it goes well, and I will be filming that for you guys as well. So yay, super exciting. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody's love and support, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.
On my mind, succeeded with hope, and you were sure I couldn't agree that we were meant to be. But our love is what they talk about, what they